Hi everyone, it's Sandy and thank you all for joining me here on my YouTube channel. This video will be slightly different to my usual paper crafting videos. I'm going to be showing you guys how you can make a really easy, stretchy, elastic glass pearl bracelet. I did a video just before Christmas where I was gifting these really pretty glass pearl elastic bracelets as gifts, and also how I packaged them as well. I'll put the link to that video down below if you wanted to have a look. But this video will be showing you how I made them, as I did have some of you comment and asking me how I made them. And I'm going to show you in this video what you need to make them and how quickly it is you can make them as well. But before I do that, I'll just show you the different sizes of the bracelets. And I'll just open this one. This was the one that I gifted, or similar to this one. It's got this really adorable rhinestone rondelle just to add a little bit of a focal piece to the bracelet, and it slides on really nicely. They're really pretty. I love making bracelets and I love wearing them as well, but I don't wear them on the video because sometimes it gets in the way when I'm trying to make my projects. But I'm just going to show you first the different sizes so you have an idea of what you can get if you buy the beads. So this one here, you can probably just see, this is a 4mm size round bead. So they are very, very tiny. And then you have the 8mm, a 6mm size bead. And that's this one here. Got a little. These are your 6mm size, and this is your 8mm size, and this is a size bead that I made, that I gifted for Christmas. So that's the 8mm size bead. And then you get the larger size, which is a 10mm, and they go up 12mm, 14, 16, 18, 20. So they do get bigger and bigger, but I tend to use a lot of my projects with these sizes. So what we're going to do is we're going to make a bracelet. I'm not going to use the 8mm size because it takes a little too long to make, so I'm going to make a bracelet with the larger size, which is a 10mm. If you're going to use the 8mm bead, you'll need 23 of your 8mm size beads to make this bracelet. So 23 beads for this size. And for the 10mm bead that I'm going to be using, you'll need about 18 to 19 of the 10mm beads to make the bracelet. That's a standard size bracelet for that amount of beads. Obviously, if your wrists are slightly larger, you can add another bead to it to make it a little bit longer. But we're going to make one with the 8mm size, and I'm going to show you how to make it and what you need to thread it with. I'm just going to, I might put that there. I'll move these over here. You need some elastic to make the bead, and then to make the bracelet, sorry. You'll also need some clear nail polish. These are the elastic that I use, and they come in different colors. I purchased mine at my local discount store for these elastic spools. So they're just a nice, soft, stretchy elastic. And you'll need some scissors. And these are the needles that I use. I'm going to show you. And I also have these needles available for you as well in my store. I'll also have some kits of the bracelets for you to make as well. I'll have them listed as well, but I'm just going to show you the needles. I'll take it out. These are the needles. You get this large needle and a smaller needle, and then when you look at the needle, it's just like a thin wire. And when I might see if I've got some black so you can see. You can see that it's just like a slightly flexible thin wire, and when you put your finger through the middle, you will notice that it will open up. It opens up into like a big opening, and that's where you thread your elastic through the hole here, and that way you don't have to try to find a fine hole for your needle. And then you also get the smaller size here. The smaller size also does the same, it opens up. And I'm going to show you how to thread it through. We're going to use the larger needle, that way you can see it on my video. I'm just going to put that back here, and then I'm going to show you the other fantastic way you can use these needles, using these seed beads, if you like to use seed beads in your projects. But I'll do the bracelet first. So I've got here, I'm going to use this colour here, which is like a nice soft peachy colour pearls, and this is the 10mm. I'm going to add a focal crystal bead to it as well, so it's going to look similar to this one here, because I'm actually going to wear this one this weekend when I go out to match my outfit. So I'm going to do it that way. So to assemble your bracelet, it's the same way. I've just got an extra bead into my one. Alright, so what we're going to do here, you're going to open up your needle. It's actually easier than it looks. So there's your opening. You grab your elastic. You're going to thread your elastic through the opening, and then what will happen is your needle will just collapse back into a fine wire, and then you leave a little tail on one end. And what we're going to do now, we're just going to start threading the beads. And so for the 10mm bead, for my wrist, it is like a standard size wrist, you'll need 18 of your 10mm beads to make this bracelet. But because I'm going to use this focal bead, I'm going to have 17 of the 10mm bead, and then this one. So there'll be one less of those beads, and it'll be replaced by one of these beads. And all we do here is you just grab your pearl, find the hole, and just thread it through the needle. And you can just let it sit there, and you just keep going and threading your beads through. And that's another reason why I'm using the 10mm bead, because it's much quicker for the video for me to thread than the smaller beads. Otherwise you'll be watching me thread 23 of the smaller beads, which takes too much time for the video. But you're going to see how quickly it is to quickly make one of these bracelets. And then you just slide them through. When you've got enough on your needle, just push them and slide them through, and they will just slide through the elastic just like that. And you can see that it's already gone through the elastic. It's pretty quick and easy. So I'm just going to go ahead now and thread 17 of the beads really quickly. I mean, sometimes I stack them up on the needle, sometimes I don't. So I'm hoping that it's not going to be blurry for the video when I do these beads, because I don't have one of those cameras where it focuses close. So I'm hoping that you'll be able to see what I'm doing. Okay, I'm nearly there. Just got 3 more to do. Oh, actually, I think let me just count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 16. Alright, so 16, and 1 more makes my last bead. And then I've got those little rhinestone rondelles. You probably can't see it, but I'm going to thread one of those first, and it's going to look similar to this one that I've got here. So I thread one of those through, and then I'm going to thread my crystal pink one through. It's already looking nice and pretty, and I'm just going to finish that off with my last little rondelle rhinestone. I'll slide that down, and you can see now that it's already has been all threaded through the elastic. I'm just going to take it out of the needle now and just sliding that out. And make sure you always put your needle back, because I have lost quite a few of these needles in my craft room. Just going to plug that in there. Oops. Okay, this is my little cupcake that I made as well. Isn't it cute? Pin cushion cupcake. Okay, so then what we've got, you've got your tail end, and then we're just going to cut the other end of the tail end, just a good amount so that you've got enough for you to tie a knot. And what we're going to do here is we're just going to bring it over and just tie a knot nice and tight, and not too tight but not too loose. And then you're going to bring the knot over and do another knot, but go in the opposite way. So I'm going to go over this time, and then tighten that up, and I'm going to just go one more time going back under. So I've done 3 knots, so going one way, then going the other way, and then back the other way. So I've done my knot. I'm just going to grab the clear nail polish, and you only need a small dab, and you want to dab it onto that little knot that you've created, and that just seals the knot so it doesn't come loose. And that's all you need to do there. And we're going to snip off that excess tail just close enough to the knot, but not too close. So I've done it there. And if your hole is large enough, you can then just slide that knot into the bead, and you'll see that it's hidden inside that large bead now, and you've made your bracelet. And that's how easy it is to make the bracelet. And you just gently roll it on and off, so then you don't, you know, break the elastic. I made a whole heap of these and for myself, and I've never had any issues with my bracelets ever coming apart. As long as you slide them on nice and gently and taking them off gently, you'll have no problems with it. But that is how I made my elastic bracelet. And now with this needle, and another great way, I'm going to use a smaller one now just to show you. If you have seed beads, or you like to work with seed beads in your beading projects, these needles are fantastic for it as well. Even if you have beading thread, again, I'm just going to thread it through the opening, just leaving that tail end. And all you do is you can just pick them up like this. Just slide them in, pick them up. If you have a beading mat, it's a lot easier because your beads just sort of float on top of your beading mat. And just keep doing that. Keep jumping off. And then you'll have them on your needle, and then you just do the same thing and slide them all down, and you'll have all of your seed beads already onto your elastic. And that's how easy it is. I mean, you can also use your beading thread. You don't have to use elastic. So these needles are great for any fine hole projects, beads that you have. So again, these are the ones that I'll have in my store. You get the large one and the smaller size. They'll be available. I'm also going to have the kits as well for you to purchase. So you'll get to make one bracelet, and then you can just choose the colors that I'll have available for you. So you'll get the 8mm size beads to make this size. I'll show you this one. It will be exactly like this one here. You'll get your 8mm beads, and you'll also get this little gorgeous rhinestone rondelle to add to your bracelet. You'll get the smaller size needle, and you'll get a length of elastic to make your project. So it'll make one whole complete elastic bracelet. And then all you need is some clear nail polish to add a dab of to the knot. So that's how I make my bracelets. I do hope you give this a go if you like wearing jewelry like I do, and you can make these really quickly. And I will list the kit very shortly in my Etsy store. So if you do have a look and it's not there yet, I will have it up there very soon. It's just sometimes takes a bit of time for me to get the photos up and make the kits. and then have them ready for you. But I do hope you enjoyed this project, and I will see you all soon in my next video. Bye!